everyone, how are you doing today? My name is Karina and welcome back to Ready Set Pan. Today we have our fourth update for the Throwback 30 project. Throwback 30, of course, is all about let's do a little bit of every or a lot of the PANtastic Ladies collaborations so you get to dabble a little bit and try a lot of stuff. I am doing so well. I am hitting so many goals, and again, some of these things are more long term, but I am doing so fantastic. Now, of course, big fuzzy sweater because it's cold. There was no snow this morning. There is snow now. So winter, because again, into November. So without further ado, let's dive just right in to the products I have remaining, what my goals were, what I've been able to achieve for progress, for decluttering, for finished items, and just kind of take a look. We begin with 50 Shades of Green. This is my Lancome Artliner in some kind of green type shade. It's not my favorite brush, but you know, it's a really pretty green color. I am having to shake it a lot more to get the product onto the brush. So, you know, progress is happening on this guy here. My goal for this one is 30 uses as of the last update. I've used it 5 times since then, bringing me to a total of 14 uses in the project. So almost halfway on it. It's slow and steady on this one. Going a little bit slower than I anticipated on this. However, a lot of eyeliners going on. So we'll just kind of keep going with this one. For 50 Shades of Pink, the Natasha Denona Cupid Cheek Duo. So as of the last time, I started getting a few uses on it. And there is both a cream blush and a highlighter in here. And I do have to use them together for that to count as my one use. So you will have seen where I was with it. And this is where I'm at now. So that cream blush is getting quite the dip in there. You can kind of see the dip in the highlighter over on this side over here. So I am making some good progress on it. So I've reached for this 20 times since the last update. So my focus is a little bit more on this one at the moment. 20 uses since the last update, 34 uses in the project thus far. The goal is to hit pan on both sides of this, and I think that'll be really exciting. I'm sure I'll hit the blush sooner than the highlight, but I will still use both of them together until both of them have that pan. Remember, of course, I have already finished a bunch of prompts, so check the description box below if it's like, wait, what about this one? So we're going to actually jump to the only item I have not used, but I am about to. We'll explain that a little bit more later on, but this was for Beauty A to Z. So we had a random letter. In my case, it was R. So I chose the Benefit Their Real Magnet Mascara. This has been untouched so far, but it's about to get a lot of use. Child of the 80s. So again, all those 80s prompts. I picked the Princess Bride, an item you love. I picked the NARS blush in Orgasm. I want to hit pan on it. I'm not going to bother showing you a picture of where it was last time. I'll just show you where it is now. I have used it twice since the last update, bringing me to a total of 2 uses in the project. The problem is I just have so much blush going on with other projects, especially usage goals. So I'm trying to focus on those first. I do really like this blush. So once I get to it, I'll be very excited to reach for it. The goal is to hit pan on it. So I kind of want to get to that sooner than later because we are now 4 months into the project and I've only used it twice, but again, if you're confused by this one, make sure you check out my intro video for the project. So for the Color Pan project, or in this case, a brand you have a lot of, the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Hyaluronic Cream. 15 milliliters of moisturizer in here. This was, I believe, untouched as of the last update. And now I've got a lot more progress. I did just drop it on the floor coming here. So there's some up back on the lid. This is what it looks like now. You'll see the video before I dropped everything on the floor. I am making really good progress on this. It is getting close to being done. I have been using it a bit as a night moisturizer when I'm wanting to layer a sleeping mask with it. Sometimes I use it during the day, so progress. I heart the 90s. I picked Got Milk, white packaging here. This is my other cream blush in the project. So I've been using either the Natasha Denona, again, both of those, or I will reach in for this one in the Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush in 08 Summertime Wine. Of course, my goal is to hit pan. You will have seen where I was. And, I don't know. Am I getting any closer? Maybe? Hard to tell. Progress is going to slow a bit on this one because I have been favoring a little bit more than Natasha Denona lately. But I did reach for this one 9 times, so just over a week, bringing me to a total of 87 uses in the project thus far. So progress is progress, and I'll keep going on it. From there, we got into It's Panning Cats and Dogs. I picked the Corgi, or something that jiggles. That was my Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Mask Hydrating Gel. Long name. Video where I was getting really close to the end last time, and it is completely empty. It's finished off. The jar is done. So very excited to have completed one of my masks. So very excited about it. Nightmare Before Christmas. So I have the House Laboratories. This is their liquid eyeshadow in the shade Flash, which is this very beautiful silver color. I have started wearing it now. I've reached for it 4 times since the last update, which is 4 uses in the project. Goal is to finish it. And it does really provide a very glam, kind of holiday ready kind of look, which is why it's in there for an item that reminds you of Christmas, because this is a Christmas color, holiday glam, all of that good stuff. Now that we really are starting to get more snow on the ground, I'll reach for this probably more, just trying to balance all of my other eyeshadows. Nightmare on Panning Street, I picked Dracula, a product that sucks the life out of you. So I picked this charcoal mask. This is the Mary Kay Clear Proof Deep Cleansing Charcoal Mask. Now I have had the worst time trying to mark this, even though this is the mask I've used quite consistently. But as you guys can see, like, there's air in the package. Now, I wasn't able to mark it last time, maybe the month even before that, because shining a flashlight through just does not work. But I think I'm down somewhere in this area now, so I did mark it here. So, making progress. A couple more months on this guy. We'll keep on going. Paranormal Pantivity. So I picked a black dog, so my nice little animal-themed packaging here. So the animal print on the Tarte Man-Eater Mascara. There's your name right there. Packaging is seen better days. Mascaras are always so difficult, you guys, to know when that they are done. This is the 4th month that I have been working on this item, and it was open for about a month before that, which means this has been open for about 5 months. So it's getting towards that shelf life. And I don't know if you can tell today, but like the left eyelashes are like, they're terrible today, you guys. Like, oh. And anytime I think this thing is done, it's like, no, I'm going to give you a little bit more, and it's been fine. But the fact that it's been 5 months, and I'm starting to struggle more with trying to get, like, I can get product on here, but it's also getting a little bit more goopy and stringy. So you know what? I've got so many mascaras. I might just call this one done at this point and call it a goal met, because I'm not getting a consistent look all the time. And again, it's been open for at least 5 months, maybe 5.5. So I think we're going to call this one good. Since tracking it in the project and every video you've seen me in the last 5 months, I've been wearing this mascara. So since the last video, 29 uses, bringing me to a total of 123 uses in this project. Plus again, another month or a month and a half on top of that. So we're going to call it done, which means the benefit is going to be coming into play as of tomorrow. Same pan last year. So I picked the present, something you got as a gift. I got a Sephora Favorites kit. This came in the Sephora Favorites kit. This is the Shani Darden. This is their cleansing serum. That's where I was last time, and now it's done. Now, of course, remember, if you enjoy longer reviews, check out my monthly reviews. But yeah, short answer, don't like this. I used this one anytime I was doing a more intensive mask, like the charcoal mask, for example, because the cleanser I have is also charcoal based, so I don't like doubling like that. That one is finally done. Very excited about it. Then we're moving on to Skin is In, so a skincare-based product. I had picked the Peter Thomas Roth, so again, another of these. This is the 24 karat gold mask, pure luxury lift and firm. Video of where I was last time, I've been using it a little bit. I am now a little bit further down, so halfway or so. There's a little bit kind of coming up in the middle there. Video of where I am so you can see it, and it's fine. It's there. They're expensive masks. And speaking of expensive masks, that's expensive. So focusing on your expensive items. So I had picked the Strivectin. This is their multi-action cloudberry moisture plumping cream mask. There's a fair amount of mask in here, which is quite nice. What is the size of this? 70 milliliters. And this is actually not as expensive as I thought it was. It's still like $50, which is still an expensive face mask. But for it being Strivectin, I was expecting something a little bit more. Now, as of the last time, this was untouched. I still had not used it. Now that I have finished the hydrating mask, and this is, the plumping cream mask is for adding hydration, so it kind of does a similar thing. Now I can bring a little bit more focus in on this guy. And I have used it that one time, as I already referred to. Basically, I took everything off the lid and kind of patted things down a little bit. So that's where I'm at this point. And yeah, it was fine. That's my first impression review of it was it was fine. For that, so 2000s, I picked YouTube, so something that was a YouTube recommendation. So mine was the Kathleen Lights recommendation of the Burt's Bees Blush and Toasted Cinnamon. She has influenced a lot of people to buy this blush. And like other people who have a similar skin tone to me, it is a little bit on the deeper side. Like, it is a brown, like this is almost bronzer-y like, or so. Like, it's kind of difficult, you guys. My goal was 30 uses or decide to declutter. I've used it 6 times and I am deciding to declutter it because I'm not gonna reach for this blush over my other blushes. Right, that looks almost bronzery. It's kind of orangey on me. So for me personally, like especially compared to the NARS, I love that one, and I'm not gonna reach for it. So it seems like a nice blush formula, but again, Burt's Bees just doesn't get me as excited as like Physicians Formula, for example. I really like their blushes. If I want to go really splurgy, I'm enjoying my Hourglass one that came in a Sephora Favorites kit. So, yeah. This is going to be my declutter. So, again, another item I'm decluttering in this project. Apologies, you guys, but hey, at least now I know. This is Pantasy. So, I picked the e.l.f., a product that makes you feel beautiful. So, another NARS product. I brought in this mini of the NARS. This is their After Shine. Yeah, After Shine. So, Afterglow Lip Shine Gloss in the shade Orgasm, so it matches the blush. Not great, you guys. This was my last month, which I think was mainly because of settling from the previous month, but I only used this 3 times. I really wasn't good at it. I keep it in my work bag, so again, that number might be on the low side. Maybe it was 4, maybe it was 5, but I am still basically sitting in that same spot, right? So, 3 uses since the last update, 28 uses in the project, so not very good on that lip gloss. Then we have Tiny Pans, which is an eyeshadow-based project. So I had picked my Maybelline The Matte Bar, particularly the shade Empire, because I had been pairing this pink matte with Socialite. My goal was to hit pan, and as you guys can see, look at that shiny, shiny pan. This took me 3 uses since the last update, which brings me to a total of 17 uses in the project thus far. And I've been kind of struggling with this palette for a little while. One, because it's broken. Like, that's always fun. But also because it is an all matte palette, and those aren't my preferences. And if I'm going to use an all matte palette, I generally do prefer to reach for my Viseart, which came to me via BoxyCharm. Now you can see there has been some usage in here, right? So, like, obviously Empire here. Brick House is currently in my Use That Eyeshadow project. You can see there's especially a good dip over on this brown and grit there. So, or sorry, Brick House is this one down here. Apologies. But the thing is, it's just, and I thought about like finishing Empire, but I do think I'm just kind of done with this palette. It's not the most exciting. And I'm kind of moving away from this pink in the crease. I prefer what I've done today because I am wearing Socialite today, so this is normally what I would have in my crease. But I have the Lancome in Scorching, one of their single eyeshadows in the crease, and I'm liking that a little bit better. So for me, I don't think there's a need for me to keep this palette. So this is also going to be decluttered. Women Who Rock. I picked Marie Curie, so a newly discovered item, which for me means fragrance is a new category for me. Now, all of my marks have rubbed off, but as you guys can see, it's done. It is empty. This is the Mary Kay Live Fearlessly. It came in a trio of fragrances. This was my least favorite of the three. It was the most florally, I believe. Now, I think I was like down to somewhere in this area as of the last update. 16 uses since the last update bring me to a total of 33 to finish the entire bottle off. So probably for the whole bottle, maybe around 40 uses altogether on it. So I'm glad it's done. And my very last item is for the Zodiac Panner. So it's a Gemini from a prompt, which is a yellow product. So I picked another Burt's Bees item. Another very popular one, their moisturizing lip balm in Strawberry. So this is pretty nice. It's a decent lip balm. Sometimes I use this in the morning, almost like a primer for the lips, but more just because like, oh, lips need hydration. So I've used it 27 times since the last month. So again, really, really great. 91 uses in the project, and you can see my progress lines. So still a long way to go with this item, but I'm making progress. That was a lot of stuff to go through. As you guys may have been counting along, I have finished / met goal / decluttered 6 items this update. So again, I told you this was a really, really good progress update, which means I have finished a total of 18 items of the 30 that are left in this project. Now again, some of these are long-term goals, like the cream blushes, right, to hit pan in both of them, and that highlighter. The masks are going to take a little bit, right? I don't anticipate this is going to be a project that's going to wrap up much before the finale. The finale of the project is end of July. So again, I'm expecting this probably to take me that long or just before, but I am making some really great progress. And again, I did want to have that variety of items. So some stuff that were easier goals, some that were more long-term. So in terms of my goals for next month to help me keep some progression going, first off, I have one goal to finish, and that of course was my Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Cream Moisturizer. There wasn't a ton left in here, and it would be nice to get that done for the end of the year so I could focus more effort on full-size items come the new year and start making more dents there. Then I have 2 items that I would like to just simply focus more on. The first one, especially for the holiday, House Laboratories in Flash. Beautiful, beautiful silver color. I do really like the holiday glam look I get with this. It is very nice. And it's probably going to take me a while because the one in Aphrodite took me a bit too. But this one is less dried out because there's more product in here. So my goal is to reach for this 10 times over the course of the next month, which is a good number of uses. It just becomes difficult to try to balance with everything else. The other item I want to focus on, and this is the Lancome, it's going to depend what's going on with my eyeshadow projects. Like maybe I'll try this over Flash, see if I like that combo. Although I do really like a black liquid liner with Flash, so we'll see. But ideally, if I can find good combos with my Use That Eyeshadow project and the cream and liquid eyeshadows I got elsewhere, I'm going to try to go for 10. I have not been successful at getting, 5 was good. I got 5 last month. I'm only at 14. So 10 is going to be a big jump. But if it's 10, that's 24. So I can have this done in 2 months, hopefully. So that's kind of my thinking and thought in preparation for the end of December update. But that is everything. So that's going to wrap up today's Throwback 30 update for video. So thank you so much for joining me for today's update. Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comments below, including your own progress if you are doing this project. And I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video very soon. Have a wonderful day.